Courtney.
And I'm Erin. We're going to talk about the cleanse day now. We've already gone over shake day in a separate video. And when you're ready for your cleanse day, which is going to be about 5 to 7 days after you've had shakes, you want to pull this sheet out that we emailed you, which is your cleanse day schedule. And you're going to want to, probably with your coach or whoever enrolled you, decide when you want to schedule your first cleanse. There's a lot of ways to make that decision based on how you're feeling, based on what your schedule's like, and whoever enrolled you can help you make that decision. But usually it's about 5 to 7 days after you've been gently detoxified by the shakes and the shake days. You're going to do your first deep cleanse day with your Cleanse for Life drink and a few other products that you haven't done yet on shake days. So those are here behind me. They're going to be in your box. It's the Cleanse for Life drink that is actually, you might have gotten the powder. We typically order the liquid for people. It does have to be refrigerated after you open it. So if you're going to be running and going on the go on a day that you're cleansing, you're going to want to take this either in a refrigerated like cooler bag or in some small bottles, 2-ounce bottles to take with you. If you got the Cleanse for Life powder, you're going to do 2 scoops of this to 3, 4, 5 ounces of water. You can sort of flex it to make it however it's easiest to go down. But you're doing this 4 times a day. This is the pillar of the cleanse day schedule. The other products you're going to need to be looking at and pull out of your box are your Isa Snacks, your Isa Delights, your Isa Delight chocolates, and then you'll still be using your Accelerator, your Flush, and your Ionics like you have been on shake days.
So this right here is your cleanse day products that you're going to be using right here.
A lot of us just pack a little plastic bag. If we're not going to be around the house on cleanse day, we grab a plastic bag. Typically I divide my Accelerator when I get my box anyway, half in a plastic bag, half in my cabinet, so I always have it with me when I'm out and about. But if you're cleansing on the go, you might want to throw what you're going to need into a bag of these 4 products, and then a cooler bag that has your Cleanse for Life drink in it. The schedule's you are going to want to cleanse with a buddy. That I want to say that before we get started. Make sure somebody knows that you're cleansing, either somebody you're doing the program with or the person that enrolled you. And there are great ways to get support on Facebook or private message threads. You can do it via text message, but you do want to have a buddy, somebody you can ask questions to throughout the day and get support from. It's crucial in your success, especially on those first few cleanses. The other thing I want to say before we go over the schedule is the goal of this day is to just give your digestive system a break and let your body, which it naturally has the ability to pull stored fat and toxins from your body, and then when you super fuel it with the Cleanse for Life that lines up with your body's natural ability to purge impurities and toxins, you're just supercharging your body's natural ability to do this. So it's important that you keep your digestive system resting. Some people think, oh, I did a great cleanse day. I took a few bites of something here or there, a sandwich, or I grabbed a couple chips, and it doesn't seem like that big of a deal, but it really doesn't take much food in your stomach to switch your body from a resting, fasting mode into a digestion mode where it's pulling energy and calories from the contents of your stomach versus from stored fat and stored toxins. And it can take 3 to 4 hours for your body to switch back into fasting mode. Mm-hmm. So it's really important that on cleanse day, you just stick to the products that are designed to give you what you need to keep your blood sugar level, to keep your appetite under control without switching you into digestive mode. That's what these were designed to do. So stick to these, and a small cheat on shake day is different than cheating like that on cleanse day. You can switch and you can end up losing a big portion of your day. I don't know, for those of you watching, if you're planning to do your first cleanse or this might be your second or third cleanse, but I do want to say that there are different ways to cleanse. We're really just going to talk about a 1 day or a 2 day cleanse, but there are a lot of different ways to build up to a 2 day cleanse being the most effective way to cleanse. 1 day being the next best option, and then there are other options to cleanse, but Isagenix has been around long enough that they've been able to study the results that people have gotten from cleansing, and they found that the amount of stored fat and toxins that are burned on a deep cleanse, on a 2-day cleanse, 20% of those are burned on day 1 and 80% on day 2. So there are huge benefits if you're able to do a 2-day cleanse. But for a lot of people, it's something they have to work up to. I will say, though, it's easier than it sounds. It can be psychological. It can be intimidating at a psychological level, but physically, a lot of us have found it's much easier than you would imagine it to be. So if you're considering a 2-day and you're not sure, I would say do a 24-hour cleanse and don't decide whether or not you're going to go for that second day until the next morning. See how you feel. If it feels manageable, we suggest moving into that day as if you're going to do a second day cleanse. You might find that you move all the way through the schedule just as you did the day before, and it was easier than you thought. A lot of times the second day is easier than the first. Your body has really gotten the message of what it's supposed to be doing, and it does it beautifully the second day. So we suggest just making that decision when you wake up on day 2. If you can't do it and you want to just go for a shake day and try for a 2-day cleanse on the next time, that's fine. Or if you feel okay and you start moving through a cleanse day schedule and find that it becomes extremely difficult at some point, you're welcome to just make a shake and know that you got a day and a half cleanse under your belt, and we can calculate out the remaining cleanse days that you have left for the month from that point.
Most people can tolerate a 2-day cleanse. I was one who did not think that I would be able to do a 2-day cleanse. As a matter of fact, as I was going to sleep on day 1, I thought, there's no way. But when I woke up on day 2, I was able to tolerate it, and most people can. So we recommend that when you choose your cleanse days, you choose 2 consecutive days that you can set aside and do a 2-day cleanse, even if you don't think you can, because you may surprise yourself on this system that you're really able to tolerate it.
Absolutely, and the benefits are well worth it. So if you can, I definitely think it's worth giving it a shot. You'll be surprised how easy it is. So the schedule is broken out in an hourly fashion. There's a different schedule often that comes in your packet, in your box. It's a little bit different than this. It doesn't have an assignment every hour on the hour like ours does. There are a lot of different ways to do this. We find that most people, that this is an easier schedule. It's really effective, and it makes the day move by much quicker, just knowing that every hour on the hour you will be putting something in your mouth. So it starts off, you are going to be drinking, again, you continue with your water intake of half your body weight in ounces of purified water, just like you would on a shake day. But you start off 8 a.m., same thing you've been doing on your shake days. You drink your Ionic Supreme, just like you normally would. The next step is going to be at 9 a.m. You're going to drink your first Cleanse for Life. It's 4 ounces, and you do this 4 times a day. We tell people, if you happen to get off schedule with the ice snacks or the chocolates in between your Cleanse for Life drink, that's okay. You can tweak it and move it a little bit here and there, but try to stay on track, spacing out your Cleanse for Life every 3 hours, 4 ounces every 3 hours. Try to keep that spacing consistent throughout the day.
Now, if you're somebody who does get maybe a little bit nauseated, this does not happen to very many people, but if you're somebody who does get nauseated when you have vitamins on an empty stomach, I happen to be one of those people, but normally I can tolerate the full 4 ounces for at least 2 of the cleanse times at 9 a.m. and 12 a.m. Usually by 3 p.m. to mix this up a little bit, and I do half of the dose. So I do 2 ounces on the hour at 3 o'clock, and then 2 ounces 15 minutes later. It will completely eliminate any nausea that you might experience. So if you happen to be one of those rare people where having the vitamins on your empty stomach does make you a little bit nauseated, just split the dose by about 15 minutes, and it'll get rid of 99% of any nausea that people will experience with us.
Absolutely. So the next thing you're going to do is your Isodelight chocolates at 10 a.m. You can enjoy one of these, which for a lot of people makes cleansing fun. You're going to get to eat 3 of those throughout the day.
4.
Up to 4. Yeah, you can have 4 of them throughout the day. They're the equivalent of a cup of wild blueberries and antioxidants, and they have green tea. They're green tea infused, so they're going to keep your blood sugar level. They're going to keep your appetite just naturally a little bit suppressed, and they're chocolate. So that's always good. The next thing you do is your 2 ISIS snacks with your natural accelerator. These are, we call them little mini shakes in a little tablet. You can suck on them, you can break them apart. Sometimes they're not people's favorite product in the 30-day pack, but they're really essential and they do a great job. They're like training wheels for your cleanse day. They do a great job keeping you even, your blood sugar level, your appetite under control. So I would say they're absolutely necessary. Don't skip them. Just find a way to make them more enjoyable if that's breaking them up or sucking on them. They do have a little bit of protein, a little bit of carbs, a little bit of healthy fats, but just enough to where your body's not going to switch into digestion mode. And you can still stay even and satisfied. And you're going to do basically that system, not the ionics, but the Cleanse for Life, Isodelight, Snacks, Accelerator are sort of done on a loop throughout the day. Every hour on the hour, you just check your schedule and see what's next. You move through it consistently throughout the day. And
So then you're going to go 8, 9, 10. No, I'd mess that up. 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, done. And that's how you run through the hours all day long, is making sure that something is staying on your stomach all day long, keeping your blood sugar regulated, and making sure your body has everything that it needs to function during the cleanse day.
Absolutely. And we just like to encourage people who have never fasted for one reason or another that this is very different than fasting, and that you're nourishing your body all day long with vitamin-rich botanical drink. Your body is getting extremely nourished throughout the day. So it's very different than just fasting. It's also being held very stable with these support products. So you'll find that it's not only really easy to do, easier than you would think, but you end up feeling fantastic because you were nourishing your body while it was doing what it naturally is capable of doing and was designed to do, which is to fast and purge impurities and toxins.
Okay, so the last thing you're going to do before you go to bed at night, always on a cleanse day, you're going to be taking 1 to 2 Isoflush. I don't take these on a regular basis because my body has adjusted to the system really well, but always on cleanse days I take these. Your body has a natural propensity to store toxins in your colon, and so we need to make sure that we are helping our body eliminate within the next couple of days from all of those toxins that we're flooding. And the last thing to remember is that this is a urine cleanse you're going to be doing. This is not a poop cleanse. So making sure that you're getting all of the water that you need throughout the day. You are going to be going to the bathroom frequently, but it's going to be urine based that you're going to be doing, and you definitely want those toxins just moving through your body all day long.
Absolutely. And some people who are working out already on this program have asked, can I work out on cleanse day? So I just want to address activity on cleanse day. One misconception is that it needs to be a day that you're going to be at home on your couch like you're sick. And that's not at all the case. Sometimes you end up feeling more energy than you do on a shake day. It's not uncommon to hear that at all. So you don't need to be close to the bathroom. You don't need to be close to your couch or anything like that. I would say a busy day actually might be a better day. On a day you already would be trying to squeeze in meals where you can grab them, that might be a great day to cleanse because your body is not going to have those natural. Those are great days. Busy days are great days to cleanse. Secondly, if you're already working out on the program, you can feel free to work out, but we do encourage you, don't do a hard workout, don't do a hard cardio, maybe just some light weights that day, because you're trying to maintain an even state throughout the day. A hard workout can cause you to have a hard crash later on and a hard wave of hunger that ends up either causing you to break the cleanse or just really struggle through that period. So that's our recommendation on activity during cleanse day.
Yeah, your body is working hard enough on a cleanse day, especially on your first one or second one. So we do recommend really limiting activity, like Erin mentioned. If you have to work out, do something with light weights. Otherwise, I would probably make cleanse days that you're not working out, at least initially on the program. Now I straight up do Zumba and heavy weights on cleanse days, but I've also been on the program for quite some time. So your first few days, first few cleanse days do really limit the type of cardiovascular and extra activities that you would have on those days.
Yeah, there are lots of great tips from people who have been cleansing for a while. It's another reason to just plug into a Facebook thread, be in touch with the person that enrolled you or a coach or somebody that's been doing it for a while, because there are a lot of great suggestions that make this even easier than it already is. Happy cleansing.
That's right.